how's everyone going? This is Stepmom's Life Diary. I'm Julie, how you going? Today I thought that I'd bring something up because everybody is talking about it, the coronavirus. And excuse my robot vacuum cleaner for it. Okay, so I was reading and I just thought, well, why don't I just read it for you guys. It was on christiantoday.com, and it was, is coronavirus one of the end time plagues prophesied in the book of Revelations? Okay, let's get going. With the coronavirus now causing the deaths of more than 5,000 people and affecting more than 135,000 others, a wave of articles and blogs has emerged, debating whether the current virus outbreak is that of the apocalypse and prophesied in the Bible as what could expect to see in the end times. Apologist Dr. Michael Brown has weighed in on the growing speculation and has responded to other Christian commentators who are suggesting that the coronavirus might be one of the end-time plague prescribed in the book of Revelations. One of those commentators who is speculating on a link between the coronavirus and the end of times is evangelical Michael Snyder, who has included the deadly virus in his list of 10 plagues that are hitting our planet simultaneously in modern times. It's not the only medical condition on Snyder's list, with bird flu and swine flu also being branded as plagues. He highlights other recent global phenomena to make up his list of 10 modern-day plagues: armies of locusts, bizarre weather, unprecedented flooding, major earthquakes, unusual volcanic eruptions, coronavirus, African swine fever, H1N1 swine flu, H5N1 bird flu, and H5N8 bird flu. Some social media followers would appear to agree. Twitter user Anna Marie has said coronavirus. The Bible mentioned this would happen in the last days with much sickness and virus. Some believe it's the end signs. Another Twitter user, Lorenzo Flavian, has said the coronavirus has just become biblical. It's beginning to resemble Bible verses from the book of Revelation. I'm not a religious guy, but I study everything. Meanwhile, Southern Baptist theologian Al Mohler, sorry if I didn't say right, in his musings on the coronavirus, also makes a connection with the book of Revelation, saying, we are also reminded of Revelation chapter 6, verse 7 to 8, in which we read, when he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature saying, come and see. So I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and the name of him who sat on it was Death, and Hades followed with him. He added, that fourth horseman has often been associated with plague, with illness, with a violent death by means of this kind of disease, which we now identify primarily with deadly viruses spreading across the human population. But Moeller has stopped short of saying that the coronavirus is one of the end-time plagues. Rather, he thinks it's a warning of some type of horrifying apocalyptic future where God will pour out his judgment on humanity. However, Dr. Brown, in his own reflections, has said he doesn't want to minimize the seriousness of the current coronavirus outbreak, but he's just to be persuaded that it is the end time plague as prophesied in the Bible. That's because he thinks when the end time plagues do come, they'll be much worse than coronavirus. He said, in stark contrast, if the book of Revelation does indeed describe a series of terrifying end-time plagues, those plagues will mark the end of civilization as we know it, along with the ushering in of a glorious new age. Again, I'm not minimizing the seriousness of the virus, but we minimize the intensity of end-time biblical prophecy by imagining this deadly virus to be an apocalyptic plague. More importantly, we forget that biblical judgments are connected with clear words of warning. He added, "Judgment is coming. Repent. Don't let sin destroy you. True to God for mercy." I did not hear such warnings in the months leading up to COVID-19. Brown said he thinks the signs of the end times will become much clearer and won't be a virus just popping up out of the blue. My own understanding is that there will be massive upheaval before the end of the world, in the midst of which there will also be a mighty spiritual outpouring, said Dr. Brown. But either way, what is clear to me is that we should not view the coronavirus as a prophesied end-time plague. Instead, we should view it in the same way we have viewed many other epidemics and pandemics in world history. They are tragic reminders of the broken state of our world and of the frailty of our race. And while doing all we can to prevent and combat the spread of COVID-19, we should pray for the mercy of God. The final shaking will be far more intense than this. Dr. Brown's comments have come as the number of UK cases of coronavirus has risen to 798 on Friday, up by 208, which is a 35% increase in a single day. The Department of Health has said it was also announced on Friday that all top English football league games will be suspended until at least April 4th. It has also been confirmed that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's, sorry if I can't say what, wife has tested positive for the new coronavirus. Mr. Trudeau, I don't know how to say that word, sorry, announced on Thursday that he was in self-isolation and working from home after his wife came down with flu flu-like symptoms after traveling to London as Friday 13th of March. There were 135,232 recorded confirmed cases and 4,981 deaths worldwide. Meanwhile, the Health Organization, WHO, has attempted to reassure the public that even though the coronavirus outbreak is severe, for the majority of people, the symptoms suffered will be relatively mild. The WHO has said illness due to COVID-19 infection is generally mild, especially for children and young adults. However, it can cause serious illness. About 1 in every 5 people who catch it need hospital care. It is therefore quite normal for people to worry about how the COVID-19 outbreak will affect them and their loved ones. Okay, and that was it. Okay, thank you and God bless, and please pray, and I hope that everybody has good health and will stay healthy. I'll be praying for all you guys. As well as just a little joke my stepson said. My stepson turned around while we were coming back in the car. He goes to us, "What? You know how to stop the coronavirus is to stay healthy." I know, isn't it so cute when they say that? Okay, well, God bless you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.